Hey guys, I'm Ssgss. So we have the full kit of Ultra Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegito. So let's see what he actually does and how many things he has. Like I'm telling you, this is going to be really big. Okay, so first of all is going to be his offensive breakdown, which is right from the start of the battle, use high firepower and oppressive combos to corner your opponents. Okay, upon entering the battlefield, seal the enemy's rising rush and even knock their vanishing gauge to zero one time. Wow, that's insane. That's really good. Uh, and build up the unique gauge every time Vegito uses an arts card. So okay, he has a really good unique gauge, which is the attacking unique gauge, similar to Rose Goku Black, I would say. So you consider it like that, or you can say even the Ultra Super Saiyan Gogeta, which is when it's maxed out, draw a strike arts next, okay, and recover health, key, and nullify enemy special cover changes. Damn, that's really good. That's looking like one of the best unique gauges in this game. It is going to be if it is going to be feeling like the Super Gogeta, Ultra Super Gogeta, then it's going to be really effective. Okay, defensive breakdown is has a special cover change against strike arts. Okay, so he has no universal cover change, only a one strike cover change. Using special arts activates counter against enemy tap attacks, strike arts, and blast arts. Okay, so his green card is going to be countering every attack except blue cards and ultimates, of course. So, next thing is make Vegeta an excellent choice for staying on field and buying time until you can switch to the characters. Okay. Furthermore, a special feature of this Vegito is that rising rushes are quite easy to fire off. Okay, so his main mechanic is going to be firing off rising rushes. Huh? I see. At the start of the battle, the ability to nullify the enemy's Dragon Ball reduction effects will keep your Dragon Ball safe. I don't really remember anyone who's destroying Dragon Balls in the meta right now, except a few exceptions there are. And plus, when Vegito is hit by an enemy's attack, okay, any attack in sort of, and own health is 50% or lower, you gain a Dragon Ball. Okay, which is decent. That's not all. Okay, they have more on this. Gain yet another Dragon Ball upon activating a Rising Rush. Wait, what? Gain yet another Dragon Ball upon activating a Rising Rush, huh? Using Rising Rush multiple times will be even more easier. Okay, so he's like a character who with whom you want to do Rising Rush as much as you want, huh? It seems like Goku and Frieza are going to be really more important now. Okay, when Rising Rush activates, nullifies any disadvantaged elements as well as enemies' endurance effect. Okay, so he has similar endurance nullification, which certain characters like LF Rose Goku Black, LF Androids had those. Yeah, similar to those. Blessed with high combo potential, powerful offensive and defensive capabilities, even some unique mechanics, look forward to the god-breaking Ultra Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegito. Okay, he's going to be red. Character tags are Saiyan, Future, Botara, Fusion Warrior, God Key, Super Saiyan, God Super Saiyan, and the episode is going to be, of course, Future Trunks Saga. So his main ability over here, Vegito's main ability cancels own attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions while also reducing the efficiency of the enemy's sustained damage card effects. Okay, he gets some of those. You will also draw ultimates arts, of course, so there's a combo to ensure it lands and deals with serious damage. Okay, let's see. Randomly destroys one of your own cards and draws ultimate, which is called as maximum impact rush. Okay. Of course, Rising Rush, Maximum Impact Rush. And restores own health by 30% and key by 50. Cancels own attribute downgrades in normal conditions, which is pretty good. And applies the attribute minus 50 to enemy sustained damage card. Okay, this is on the top of something which he already has in kit, so he's going to be having more than this, minus more than 50, and this you can pop it up in 20 time accounts. Okay, so his Z ability is of course going to be 5% to special move, sorry, ultimate damage inflicted by the fusion warriors, huh? And 42% to the fusion warriors future base strike attack and defense. Okay, so he's going to be buffing only two of the attacks on his Z ability, which is this really does not matter because people are going to be using him on leader slot, of course. Even without being the leader, the fusion warrior members you have, the more vegetal damage. Wait, even without being the leader. Okay. That's the what it was I which I mentioned before. Okay, he has the ultra ability of with being fusion warriors. Okay, so his strike arts is going to be inflicting enemies with the attribute downgrade plus 10 to the damage received, and it has a blast armor, of course. And his blast arts is going to be restoring 5 key. which is good. It's really good if he has cost reduction on this. A higher power special move that boosts its own power and even has a 100% chance to inflict extreme bleed on hit. Okay, so what it does is it has massive slice damage, which is really good, and 30% to the special move damage for 3 time accounts, and 100% chance to inflict enemy with the heavy bleed, which is good. Okay, green card nullifies any unfavorable elemental factors. Okay, that's really good. So for a limited time, fighting against blue characters, for example, LF, Goku Frieza counterpart. Also, it seals the enemies Rise and Rush, so it's very useful in situations where you don't want your opponent to activate a Rising Rush like you have banished ability. Okay, looks decent. We have to see this how it works in game, how effective it is. But upon reading this, it's looking insane. The following effects occur upon activation: restores own health by 15%. Okay, upon activation means whenever the counter is being activated, or maybe the card is being activated. My bad. He restores his own health by 15% and nullifies unfavorable elemental accounts for the 10 time accounts and seals enemies rising rush for 5 time accounts. Okay, 5 time accounts, I guess is enough to be honest. Pretty balanced. Uh, Counter will activate upon enemies tap attacks, strike arts, blast arts with the fighting force. Okay, so he can even get you on strike and blast. Okay, apart from what we saw in the gameplay. In the gameplay, he was actually countering a blast attack. Okay, the following effects occur when counter activates. Randomly destroys one of your own cards and draws a special move arts. Okay, which is good. Restores own ki by 50 and inflicts enemy with the minus 100 to health restoration. Okay, that's really good to counter against someone who has endurance, but he has permanent endurance nullification, so that it doesn't really matter much. Okay, his ultimate is deal supreme impact damage, of course, applies the following effects to self upon activation, plus 20% to damage, oh sorry, ultimate damage, which is less. Maybe he stacks on somewhere else. We will see about it. And nullifies enemy restores own health by 0 for 3 time accounts, which is good. A portion of damage is dealt to the enemy members on standby. Okay. Wow, this is the AoE ultimate. I guess this is the first time we have an AoE ultimate. I don't really remember any other character having it, or maybe they had, I forgot. It's my bad. Activates an arts action on hit. The following effects occur if the button is pressed enough times. Okay, there's a limit to it, I guess. Increases damage, destroys all of your. Okay, so that's why he has only 20% to ultimate damage inflicted because of the new mechanic which we saw, where you have to tap on the screen on the particular button multiple number of times so that it can get buffed. So this is what it actually means, maybe. Okay, unique ability. Let's see. What? 150%? Oh my god. Applies the following effects to self when this character when the battle starts. 150% to damage inflicted. This is the new power creep. Last time I remember Kid Buu had 110 and even Rose Goku Black had 110. This is insane. Plus 30% to strike damage inflicted, okay, and reduce damage received by 70%. Dude, this guy is going to be really insane on featured boost, I'm telling you. And even after boost, he's going to be really looking really good. This is the new power creep. This is the new power creep which we are seeing. I'm telling you. Increases own card draw speed by 1 level. Okay, increases own card draw speed by 1 level for 30 time accounts. Okay, so he has 2 into card draw speed for 30 time accounts when the match starts. Wow, so he's going to be at till 150 time accounts. You're going to be comboing with him very many times. Applies the following effects, which is nullifies enemies, reduce Dragon Balls for 60 time accounts. Okay, it has a limit. Good. Applies the buff effects, nullifies enemies, destroy card effects. Okay, so characters like Future Gohan or Frieza, basically what is running in the meta right now, is not going to be destroying his cards for 30 time accounts, which is okay. Uh, they can do it after 30 time accounts. It's not a very big deal, but we have to still see how in game it actually works. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. He draws the strike cards next, which is really good. Like if you have nothing in your hand, he's going to be drawing it for you. Plus 20% to key recovery for 15 time accounts. Okay. Applies the buff effects, nullifies enemy special action. Wait, what? For 5 time accounts just for entering the battlefield? This is insane. And seals enemies Dragon Rush for 5 time accounts. Bro, what is this? Reduces enemies vanishing gauge to 0%. So, if I do a drop combo while entering the battlefield, it means I get a free combo reset for no fucking reason? Damn. Okay. Also cancels ally attribute downgrades and normal conditions if there is 3 battle members remaining, which is particularly in the start of the match. The following effects occur every time when faced with an enemy. Restores own key by 30 and inflicts enemy with the attribute downgrade -15 to critical rate. Good for against another character which we all know is going to be Goku and Frieza's blue counterpart, and seals enemies special arts move, which is good because wow, he's literally countering Goku and Frieza completely over here. As you can see, he's reducing their critical rate, he's sealing their special move arts, and we cannot use them for 3 time accounts, so he cannot be nuked instantly. Which is looking pretty good. He can be saved multiple times if you don't land any of the green card of the Goku part of the Goku Frieza. Applies the following effects to self when if their own health is remaining 50% or below after being hit by an enemy's arts attack. While this character is on the battlefield, activates once only, restores own health by 30%, reduces not reduces, nullifies unfavorable elemental factors for sustained damage for 39 accounts. Okay, and increases Dragon Ball by 1 and cancels attribute downgrades and a normal condition. Okay, so this was actually his unique ability 1, and now we are going to moving into unique ability 2, which was pretty big, you know? Okay, knocks enemy back to the long range. If a cover change is performed against their strike arts, he has only strike cover change, no multiple, no blast cover change, no special move cover change similar to Broly or Hit or I don't really remember how many other characters had that. Okay, so and is compatible with only special moves, which is good. And okay, charges own unique gauge every time this character uses an arts card while this character is on the battlefield. Okay, similar attack gauge. He has an attack gauge. Once the unique gauge is full, it resets to 0 and applies the following effects to self. We have to see how many times, not how many times, actually how frequently we can fill it, but seems like a normal, and we're not going to be getting much of an effects upon this. I mean to say, he's not drawing any ultimate from it or a special move from it similar to Ultra Super Gogeta. So this might be, you can see this, you can see it being full multiple number of times whenever you are fighting with Vegito Blue. Okay, so he draws the strike cards next, restores own health by 10 and key by 50, 30% to damage inflicted for 15 time accounts. He had 150 above with 30% to strike attack and 30 over here. Dude, he has so many damage inflicted buff passives. Plus 40% to key recovery, which is again good. He gets 20 on the entry and 40 over here, in total 60. And applies the buff effects, nullifies enemy special cover change for 5 time accounts, which is again very good for him to be comboing you as much as he wants to. Okay, applies the following effects to self when this character activates Rising Rush. Okay, this is where the main things comes up where Goku and Frieza can counter him. Increases Dragon Ball by 1, plus 40% to key recovery. Dude, how he has 100% key recovery for no reason. Damn. Just for breathing. Nullifies unfavorable elemental factors for 10 time accounts, and nullifies enemy restores health effects. Okay, so this can be nullifies enemies, restores own health effects, which reaches 0 on the Rising Rush, similar to Ultra Gogeta Blue, and this can be cancelled by only three characters actually. LF17, Ultra Kid Buu, and Goku and Frieza. But I still don't find Ultra Kid Buu. Ultra Kid Buu get annihilated by this character. The following effects occur when this character is okay. When this character defeats an enemy, restores own vanishing gauge by 100% and restores ally health by 10%. Okay, so is this it, or we have more? Okay, this is it. This was his full kit. Okay, so upon seeing on this, I can for sure tell he has way so many things to do. and he can do so much damage, and even like he has way too much utility over here. And of course, we need to see in the end how he performs in PvP, but upon seeing on paper, he's just looking insane. He's looking like one of the characters which can do anything for you. He can do 1v3. He can do he can solo your opponent easily. It just depends upon if you get him or not. Okay, this is the breakdown for the Ultra Vegito Blue. Let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for him? And of course, everyone's going to be summoning for him. No one's going to save CC. Like, what's the point of even saving CC right now? And make sure to like and subscribe for more Dragon Ball illustrated content. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. I hope you get Ultra Vegito Blue. All the best to everyone for summoning for him.